Hey guys, it's Brandon Harris here with Freedom Movement USA, the tattooed conservative, with some breaking news. About 25 minutes ago, WHO, who the organization, put out on BBC, they have now nationally and internationally declared the coronavirus a world pandemic. What this means is millions of dollars of funding from countries all over the world are going to be opening up to try to combat this virus. And the scary thing, guys, is unlike, some of the viruses we've seen over the years, unlike some of these pandemics we've seen, this one has some specified traits that we're not seeing anywhere else with any of these other disorders yet. Thus, this making the coronavirus a very scary thing. Now, with this specific virus, guys, you got to think about the fact that they're seeing symptoms in people long after they've already got the disorder, long after they've already caught the virus. These symptoms are underlying, but they don't come out until you're already very sick from this, which means that people could slightly be affected by it walking through an airport and might not realize till 2-3 weeks later that they're sick. And we're seeing people drop dead in China so far, 170. We've had cases in the United States, cases all over the world, guys. Now it is a world pandemic. There's going to be a lot of medical funding dropped into this. But overall, guys, the thought process here is we got to protect our families. We have to think about the outcome of this virus and how to stop it ahead of time. China is just seeing such an influx from this. Countries like China and Japan are really being hurt by this virus. We need to think about protecting not only our citizens, but we need to think about the best ways to protect our own families, guys. Tom McCullough, who's running for Illinois State Senate, put up a post, and I'll share that as well as the BBC News link on this and where this came from. But you need to think about things like possibly a respirator, just in case it ever gets to that level. I'm not a true conspiracy theorist. I see a lot of these things. We've grown up through mad cow disease and this one and that one and the other one and the bird flu. But guys, this one is kind of scary, because you don't know that you have it for weeks on end. That makes it a lot easier to get a lot of other people sick before you even realize that you're sick. And that's scary because China is a country that we work a lot with. We have a lot of imports and exports. We have a lot of people flying in from China. A lot of our products come from China. The thought process that China and Japan, two countries we do a lot of importing and exporting with and a lot of travel to and from, is now coming to the United States. The fact that we could now possibly be facing different parts of this virus here in the U.S. from trade, travel, things like that, and it takes this long to show symptoms, that, guys, is scary. That's real scary. The death total is even scarier. The fact that it's now a world pandemic, even scarier. But it's not about the scare tactic. It's not about getting scared. It's about getting prepared. We need to think about this. Remind your kids to wash their hands. Remind yourself, when you have your children, to make sure you have some sort of hand sanitizer, to make sure that, if it gets to the point where this spreads in a neighborhood you're near, you may have a respirator or a clean air breathing machine there. A respirator you can get for about $30-$35 online. It's not a today thing that we have to jump and be completely scared, but be prepared. Think about the facts, guys. This is scary. For once in our lifetime, this is something that's not slowly growing. It's massively growing rather quickly. Just be aware, be prepared. And remember, guys, if you stop at the bottom of this link and hit the subscribe button and stay tuned in, I will give you a little bit more information as it comes along. I greatly appreciate all you guys. It's Brandon Harris, the Tattooed Conservative, checking out. Remember, stop talking and start walking. Hashtag that on everything. Stop talking, start walking, guys.